These high notes are just really surprising and impressive to me because when you hear like a song like this, it sounds not like a debut song. Very actually very impressed by this. Overall, it's a great sounding song so far. Retro. Tony Tony입니다. Good morning, everyone. It's Tony. So today we're going to be reacting to the debut of a brand new girl group titled STAYC with their title track titled So Bad from their first ever debut single album titled Star to a Young Culture. Really, all I have to say, because I don't know too much about this group, I did look at their teaser, and that's really what kind of motivated me to get reacting to this for you guys, because I saw like the first 5 seconds and it really did capture my attention. So I'm quite excited for this, and without further ado, let's get into it. There's really not much more else to say. This is going to be STAYC's So Bad. Junbi, ready? She check. Alrighty, let's get to it. So this is really the first 5 seconds that got me from the teaser. I like this kind of like retro-esque symphonic vibe that they're giving off with the like retro keyboard and the little bit of like auto-tune-ish keyboard. I really like the appeal to it, the song. It really fits like the retro vibe of like this like kind of like spaceship thing that we see in the background, and she's very pretty. I did not see any of the really visuals of the girl, so munching this now. Really feels like retro vibe. A lot of girl groups right now in K-pop are doing like this retro style sound, and it's just like another one here, but I think that they have like a different approach to it, so it's definitely standing out right now. Going down. Oh, we're starting off with the rap. Okay. It really does have kind of like this I'm just stopping on a white screen, but it really does have this like kind of very nostalgic retro evening retro vibe-esque feel to the whole overall underlying tone of the beat. And the rapping starting off at the beginning is showing a bit of diversity for a like debuting group, because usually you'd start off with like a vocalist, but here I like how they're opening with something different. Nice vocals. Not bad. Ooh, I like her. I like her vocals. I really like her voice. I really like that transition they had there. It's quite unique actually. Like, you don't see this very often. They use the phone and then they swipe and then they transition into like a TV screen. The TV kind of like aspect here that we're seeing is quite a very fitting of this the era also. It has like that retro vibe to it. But overall, really like the setup that they led into this chorus. Ooh. Really nice vocalist. Like, so far the two vocalists that I've heard have been really spot on with these high notes. Fast tempo, very bright, high energy. Really nice high notes, honestly. They have really nice smooth transitions. There's a few notable high notes. Like this one. Oh no. And it's very fast tempo, so there's not a lot of room to be breathing, so it just really like emphasizes the fact that they're doing really impressive work, these vocals. And then this one too, this high note. Oh, the rapper can sing too. Okay, multi-talented group here. So she kind of gives off like a bit of like a Dreamcatcher Dami vibe, like the deepness of her tone, but also like the style that she's coming in with the rap. It sounds a bit more darker. It's quite like familiar, but at the same time, it's a very unique voice that Dami has. So I like that she's incorporating this, and I would have never expected this from her, of all people. They added a demonic tone, so they took her voice and added a special filter effect on top of it to give it like this demonic evil voice with a reverberation tone, and it really does sound so different from everybody else, because everybody's kind of like girly poppy, and then they slowed down this entire part. It's a very unique take. I like that transition. They just cut everything out and then they're refreshing it to like lead into more of like this retro vibe. And this is like the pre-chorus leading into it. It's really interesting how they went about making this one. I like this. So a thing that I've been noticing with all of the vocalists that they've been going in a similar pattern. It's like da na 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 na. They go down and then they come back up. Even with the main chorus, they'll go up but then they come back down. So they're kind of using this idea of building and then stepping down, or vice versa, depending on when you're at with the song. So it allows them to like do the piano. It's like do 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 do, like fast tempo like that, and still maintain a kind of like semblance of a really settled up like pattern. It's really pretty in this one. See, it's going up and down. Even the background beat, you can hear it's like do 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 do. So they have this like overall semblance of a pattern that they're kind of like built on this song. Beat is very nice, very catchy. These high notes are just really surprising and impressive to me, because when you hear like a song like this, it sounds not like a debut song. It sounds a bit more mature, like a group that's had 2 or 3 comebacks already. It has a bit more of like refinedness to it, a bit more less of like a girl crush, girl pop vibe to it, and more of like a kind of like mature girl group vibe. So I'm actually very impressed by this. Overall, it's a great sounding song so far. Retro vibes, definitely, but kind of like making it their own with these high notes, these vocals that they're showing off. Okay, so whoever, if like anybody wants to tell me who this specific one girl is, like yo, she's honestly the prettiest of the bunch for me personally. She really pretty. Like they're all pretty. I just want to clarify that, but she just stands out for me. Damn. The rapper has a second part. That's so unique in a song like this, because you don't expect her to come back after she's done her rap line, because usually they don't reuse the rapper, especially in girl group. They'll usually use the rapping line once and then they'll let her kind of like just fade away. But here they've used the rapper once at the beginning and then she does a vocal part. Here they use their deeper rapper and transition from that super high note. And I think it's a really nice and clever way that they did that. I need your love. Because like what we have so far associated with her rapping is that they'll slow down the beat, and that's a really smart way of just like bringing it back into the finale where everything builds back up. It kind of like just resets everything. Oh, they have the second one. It's a really fun song. Molly. The visuals are very fun. Wow, STAYC's so bad. Honestly, as I mentioned, this really doesn't feel like a debut song. It definitely sounds very much more mature than it led off in the teasers. The beat itself, very retro, kind of like building off of what a lot of K-pop groups are doing, especially the girl ones now, but they're not doing like a kind of girl crush vibe. It doesn't come off like that. It feels a lot more like they've already debuted and this is like their second or third comeback and they've matured more. It has that kind of like more refined female quality to it compared to like a more like very poppy bright song, and I like that entire direction. And like the overall aspect of it. A lot of nice vocalists here, a lot of nice high notes, and that really took me for a surprise because usually I wasn't expecting that. And then on top of it all, you have two rappers that both have very unique vocal tones compared to everybody else. One has a super deep voice, almost reminiscent of like a Dreamcatcher Dami, and I like how they used her voice here, and I liked how the other rapper is also a vocalist, and she got to show that off. Overall, a very nice fast tempo song that I think definitely merits a lot of look into because this group is really impressing me with everything that they brought to the table with this. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you guys go check out STAYC's So Bad, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it if you watched up until this point. 감사합니다. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, this has been Tony. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.